We are back out here. It's right before 8 o'clock. We got some much needed rain last night and this morning. I'm getting ready to head off to the gym. Then let's get back. Let's try to get as much work done as we can in the shop or whatever else we can find to do. Hopefully they come and bring us a new container today. I'm gonna start probably tearing apart some more of these machines over here. But before I do that, I'm getting the parts that me and Erwin did tear apart from the last couple machines put away. And then if we can, try to get some more machines complete. Before I start tearing anything else apart or working on anything, my dad just took the 18-foot box truck to the tire shop. I'm gonna go in my car, pick him up while they do what they gotta do. And that way he can get back over here. It's only about 5 minutes away. Well, the van was right here and the gate's already open from when my dad just left. So I'm just gonna take the van, go pick him back up, and see if they get those tires swapped out today. Picked up my dad. We'll have to go back in about an hour or so to pick it back up once they get the tires swapped. Getting back in my shop, I got these two dryers brought in here. They're the exact same model. One of them's missing a handle. I'm not too sure what's going on with them. We're getting ready to find out. I brought these two washers that I picked up this past weekend, put them on the pad. They are in rough shape, pretty dirty. We'll see what we can do with them. This one right here actually works. I just finished running it on a cycle. Everything's working as it should, nice and quiet. So I'm not even gonna do anything to it. I think both of these came out of an apartment remodel. That one's definitely missing a handle. I haven't hooked it up yet. Hopefully it's like this one, but even if it's not, I'm thankful this one is. Not much I have to do to it. Clean it up a little bit and get it ready to go. That second dryer, I just stripped completely. Got all the good parts out of it. It had a bad timer. I don't have the timer. I'm not gonna order it, so I'm not gonna hold on to it anymore. I just don't have the space anymore. So it's part of the scrap pile now. Got an empty spot in here. I'm probably gonna bring in one of those washers and take a look at them. I'm gonna get this thing tore apart as well. Has a bad computer board. I've been holding on to it for a couple months now and haven't found any boards for it. And anything that I see online is just way too expensive to make any money on. So we're gonna get it tore apart, take any of the good parts off and get it out of here. Free up some space, get ready for the shop to open. And the rain has come back. I'm gonna let these two machines sit out here since they're so dirty. It ain't gonna hurt them. Finishing up this washer. Got most of the parts off. Stripping down the wire. Gonna get the motor taken off. Let's get it done. The rain is really helping cool everything off. Nice and peaceful. It's really starting to come down hard now. Since the rain slowed down, we're going to pick the box truck up. My dad's driving. Got my dad dropped off. I took over at the driver's seat. They got those tires swapped out for us. So another job complete. He's gonna drive the box truck home. Let's get back to work. Made it back. The rain is starting to pick up. My dad's just now pulling in about 5 minutes behind me. He had to get him paid. Got some new shoes on the box truck. We don't want to wait till we have a blowout on the side of the road or they're too bald. Go ahead and keep up with the maintenance and it'll pay off in the long run. Getting back in my shop. I'm gonna try to get something repaired. I got this washer, I've already tested it. It jumps around way too much. It's got some bad suspension rods and it also has a slight leak somewhere. I'm not too sure where, but let's get the big issue taken care of first. So I'm gonna get this head unit taken off, disconnect all these wires so I can take the top panel off and we can access these rods, try to get them swapped out. Got the 4 old shocks over there, put 4 new shocks in here. Not too much bounce in the drum anymore. Should have a little bit of bounce, but not too much like it was having. So now let's get the top put back on. Let's reconnect all the wires, get it hooked up to some water and see where it's leaking. Reconnected all the wires, regrounded it. Got everything fastened back on. Let's get it tested. Let's see what's going on. Sunshine is back. What a nice view. So far, so good. No leaks. Could have been just from the shocks being bad. So much shaking around. Not sure yet. Also, got another washer over here. I just replaced the electronic board on it. It was reading a code stating that there was a power failure. So I got that swapped out. It's spinning right now. No clothes in it, just to see how it's gonna work. So far, so good. Got this washer that I replaced the control board in, brought inside, hooked it up, put some clothes in it. Gonna test it. Ran its first test load with no problems. We're gonna see what happens now. Got this washer that I replaced the shocks in. Spun out all the clothes, no leaks, no jumping around. So that's another one complete. Getting ready to put all the metal panels back on. I'm gonna take it inside and test it one more time. This was the old control board to that washer inside. You can see somebody tried to do something here. They messed it all up, but thankfully I had another one that was in good standing. So we got it swapped out, should be good to go. Now that I got those other 2 washers inside and testing, I brought a Samsung washer out here. I'm not too sure what's going on with it. Went ahead, put some clothes in it, hooked it up to some water. We'll see real quick. Got this stove out here. I think I tested it a couple days ago, but never got to it. So I'm gonna hook it up and test it again. I'm not too sure what's going on with it. So I got it hooked up to power, and as you can hear and see, it's reading an error code. I just looked it up. Could be something with the door latch. Doesn't want to open either, so we're gonna unplug it, get the back panel removed, and see what's going on. Back over here to this washer. As you can see, it is just filling all the way up to the brink. It's not really supposed to be like that. It's supposed to cut off after it fills up so much. My guess is either the pressure switch is bad, maybe the tube is clogged to it, or maybe even the electronic board's bad. I'm not too sure, but we're gonna go ahead and stop it because it is just way too full of water. I'm working in my shop. Erwin's back from work.
Yes, sir.
What are you getting done?
Work on pulling some machines apart again.
Yes, sir. We got a handful of machines left over here that we need some parts out of. They still haven't brought us another container. Hopefully tomorrow, so that way we can get more of this junk taken out of here. We've actually increased the size of the scrap pile, and it's getting ready to increase a little bit more once we get these parts out of here. A lot of coins in this one too.
We're getting there for today. Making a big dent on this pile.
Oh no. Got this last stove I'm gonna take a couple parts out of, and then that'll pretty much call it for that pile over there. We got a whole bundle of stoves over there I still gotta check and go through, but pretty much everything is ready to be scrapped. Hopefully they bring the next container very soon. We got a sick out here. One machine at a time, it'll all get done. It's about 8 o'clock out here now. We're both a little hungry, but we don't stop till the work's done. Once we're done with this, we'll go have some dinner.